So I've been on YouTube for a while, and I've had a lot of videos. I think it's over 400 and something reviews, and I'm approaching 1,000 subscribers. And so I thought it'd be interesting to do a quick video on giving advice to anyone who is thinking of starting up doing reviews on YouTube or any other internet thing on their own. And some advice of what to follow. Now, just so you know, this isn't like set in stone, this is exactly how you need to do it. These are some guidelines that I've found that has helped me in reviewing things and getting as many subscribers as I got. So, without any further delay, let's just go into it. First tip, know what you're talking about. And what I mean by this is, depending on whatever you're reviewing, you gotta really look at it. For example, I review comic books and movies and the occasional video game, but I wouldn't review a movie if I hadn't just watched it recently. And by recently, I don't mean like, oh, I saw it like 3 weeks ago, so it's still fresh in my mind. No, if you're gonna review a movie, you gotta watch it and review it within like a day or a couple days later. Sometimes it can't be helped if you like watch a movie in theaters and then you get busy and you have to review it like a week later. But if you're going to review something, you got to know what you're talking about. And not just by watching it, but you've got to really just try to analyze every little aspect about it. But also, you got to know what you're going to say about it. Because too many reviewers, there's a lot of like, this thing, and you know, rewatching some of my old videos, I can see that I do that a lot. I do the uhs and the ums and it makes people lose interest very quickly. And if they get the sense that you're kind of making this up as you're going and you don't really know what you're going to say, then you're probably going to get less people that'll watch your video all the way through. So let's be honest, I'm a YouTube watcher myself. And so what draws you in usually? What is the first thing that draws you in? Well, usually either you're looking for a video or you see some video related and you see the title card, the little title card. Now, if you haven't reached YouTube Partner, you can't really have a say too much on what goes on there. But it's either the name of what the review is or what the picture looks like that draws you in. So you click on it, not knowing anything about the person you're watching. The video starts. And if the first thing you see is, hi, I'm so-and-so, and I'm reviewing this, and yeah, so let's get into it. The odds are the person is not going to continue watching after that. So, I've talked enough about that. First point, know what you're talking about. Second point, and this isn't much of a point, more of a rule of good etiquette to do. If you're going to use something that somebody else said, reference them. For example, if you see another person's review of something, you think, oh, that's a very good point. If I do a review of that, I need to use that because it's a very good point. Then you got to point it out that you didn't notice it yourself. Because if people get the sense that you're just borrowing stuff from other people's reviews, then they're gonna just like, he doesn't even, not even thinking of it himself. And to be honest, I wouldn't say I've directly ripped off what people have said, but I've kind of tried to take other people's ideas and morph them into something that I've said, but it never turns out the same way because their ideas were thought through and I've just like throw mine together. So anytime I try to like, for example, there's a joke in Shrek, my Shrek review, that is totally a rip-off of the Nostalgia Critic. It's like a rip-off of something that he did, and every time I watch that review, I'm like, I hate that joke. Because, I don't know, maybe other people will laugh at it, but it's just like, I don't like it, because it's not mine.
Man, you are so annoying.
You're annoying.
No, you're annoying.
No, you're more annoying.
You are a jerk.
No, you're a jerk. You're a bigger jerk. You're a jerk.
No, you're a jerk. I don't like you enough. You are worse. No, I don't like you. I hate you more. I hate you more. I hate you more. Want to make out?
Okay.
So try to make sure that whatever you do, it's yours, and you're the one who came up with it. And if you need to put an idea that somebody else did, make sure you say that they came up with that idea. It's just good etiquette. Point number 3, if you can edit your videos, do it. Like, I know that sometimes it can't be helped. Back in the day when I had my old camera, I couldn't edit my videos. I didn't have a program. All I could do was just put the camera there, say what I was talking about, and just work with it. Fortunately for me, I was pretty good at BSing the way through my reviews. Not that what I said was BS, but I'm pretty good at just continuing the conversation. But of course, every now and then, there would be an or a pause, or and just, it wouldn't work. And of course, I didn't do it all one take, so whenever I went to turn off the camera, you could see my hand going. People don't want to see that. Like it or not, people, when they see a review, they kind of want to feel like they're watching TV. So, I know it can't be helped, but if you can edit your videos, just take the time to do so. I remember there was a time where I thought I'd just edit some videos and not edit others. Yeah, that didn't work for me. Because you just got to see, like, wow, these videos that aren't edited are just not as good as the ones that are edited. So, just, if it can't be helped, fine, whatever. Just try to make sure your videos are entertaining. Heck, that is point number 4. Try to make sure your videos are entertaining. Too many reviewers out there, and I'm going to be using this comic book as a reference, just would say, okay, now this happens in the story, and then that happens, and this happens, and that happens, and that happens, and they do that throughout the entire review till they reach the end. It's like, yeah, now that was pretty good. Yeah. No one's going to be entertained by you just flipping through the pages or just saying, for example, if you've reviewed a movie, just saying what the movie is entirely about.
Your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to review Mission Impossible 4 Ghost Protocol.
No.
What? Wait, what do you mean no?
Well, you see, I don't really see the point. I mean, it's been out for a while. I mean, other people have made really good reviews on it. I mean, I saw it kind of late, and everyone who is either wanted to see it or is curious about it has probably either seen it or not already, and it doesn't really see a point to make a review. To make my review.
But you can't say no.
Well, why can't I say no?
Because nobody ever says no.
But so you're saying to me that nobody has ever said no when you say your mission, if you choose to accept it?
It never occurs to these people to say no.
Really? I mean, no one's ever thought, you know what, I don't want to do that?
No, see, they're idiots.
Wow. Well, I'm not going to do it.
Come on.
No, I mean, as I say, I don't want to.
Please, 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 please.
Okay, fine. I'll do it.
Thank you.
Jeez, I choose to accept it.
This message will self-destruct.
Wait, what?
And you don't need to say what the movie is entirely about to get your points across. You just need to give the basic story, then highlight certain areas, and then address those areas. Whether it be, this is what makes it good, this is what makes certain things bad, this doesn't work, but this does. Either way, try to make sure that your reviews are entertaining to watch, and they have a good flow to it, and that you're not just saying the story verbatim. Because people can watch that anywhere. Point number 5, location, location, location. If you've seen my older reviews, I used to do this thing. I don't know why I did it. It's so stupid. When I held the camera and walked around with it, and I was like, hey, how's it going? Now this and this and this. And that's how I would do my reviews, walking with the camera. The only problem is it's shaky as heck. I actually still did it a couple times after I stopped doing it with my rant videos. And then I just said, oh, I have bad camera work, so sorry about that. But now I'm thinking, no, even my rant videos, I'm gonna do sitting down, because people don't like to, like, what if I was doing this, the entire review? I'd be like, well, today oh man, I'm getting dizzy. Okay, but people were like, well, no one's gonna want to see that. So you need to sit yourself down in a location. Now, I found that people do actually like to be in the same location. Like, some people can do like a different location every time. I find it's... I don't usually like that. I find that I do a couple locations usually for different segments of my show. But try to get yourself a good location that you can film every time, that it can be quiet, because we all know that your family members can bust in anytime they want if you're not in a good place.
Time? No!
Hey! It's a great movie!
No!
It has great 3D animation. I mean, not animation, I mean, special effects. I mean, it's
for
eye
pity's
candy. It's
sake.
popping up. The visuals are amazing.
The story was bland. Some Worthington was and
got to know
what's
that-
with the giant Smurfs? Give me that snake.
And like everything's real and
Ow,
3D
you
coming at
pushed me.
you.
Oh, dude.
And you know what? What
No.
else is great about it? The visuals. I mean, you're just like, oh.
Okay, I will admit, Avatar is a visual film. It's very nice visually. Story, though, is second rate.
Hey,
it
was just
reminded
like
me of
Terminator.
Pocahontas with giant Smurfs.
Shut up! It reminds me of Terminator: Judgment Day.
How does that have anything to do with Terminator?
It's a story that kind of reminds you of the 90s.
What?
And it forms a little
How
bit of a
do these
twist.
guys who put their
It's
hair
very
into...
basic.
Okay, how does dragons and giant rhinoceros creatures and dinosaurs relate to the 90s?
I don't know.
But anyway, you got to make sure that the place wherever you're recording this is a place where you can get some quiet time alone, and that you can just have a few minutes to talk about something, and that the background, and that you've got good lighting, because if your room is dark as heck, then no one's going to want to watch that either. But you got to make sure that your background is kind of inviting to watch. Like, sometimes you can't help it. I don't really... If I wasn't renting this room, I would have painted it like black and red like my own place, if I had money to paint. But, because I just felt that that's more inviting, that's more cooler. But you can't help it, so you just got to do what you got to do. This part I'm not doing too much because I'm using this now for my video reviews, and I'll use the other part for my comic book reviews. But yeah, make sure that wherever you go, you set up, you have a good location, and just please don't do what I did with carrying the camera. Big mistake. I think this is point number 6. Comments are big. Like, if you comment on a video of somebody that you reviewed or something, and then you leave, you don't come back, if the person doesn't comment back to you, you might not be going back to that video. I try to comment on almost every comment that comes my way if it's something worth relevance. Like if someone says, "Good vid," then I don't want to put like thanks every time because it's just, it just gets too repetitive. But if someone puts like, "Oh, I don't agree with this point," or "I see what you did there," or something like that, I'll comment. It's because commenting on videos brings people back. I think it brings a sense of community, like you're actually talking to someone, that it's not just a high and mighty person that wouldn't bother to look at the comments. If people feel like they can actually talk to you and share their opinions with you, it makes them feel like, I believe, this is my personal opinion, it makes them feel like they're not just watching a review, they're having a conversation with someone. And I think that really does help bring them back. Point number 7, I think, that was the last track. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
But now, don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Why not?
And this is kind of just if you have the time or if you have the will. For example, for my channel, I have more than just movie reviews and comic book reviews. I have top 10 lists, my movie top 5, my animated look back. I have my laser talks, which I haven't been doing that much anymore. I have a variety of things that I do. So you can get people from different lengths. I'm sure there's some people that just watch my video reviews for my animated look back. And I'm sure there's some people that just watch them for my top 10 list. I'm sure there's some people who just watch for the Batman reviews or for the movie reviews. I'm sure there's a variety of people that I have subscribed to me. So if you just do comic book reviews, or if you just do movie reviews, unless you specialize with getting almost every single movie out there, it might just take it longer for you to climb the YouTube ladder, as it were. Not that I'm one to talk. I only have 900 subscribers, so I haven't reached the 1,000 mark yet. But either way, this is just advice. So don't be afraid to try new things, and don't feel like you have to just fall into the little niche. I'm not sure if this is any help, but try to review things that people will look up. This was a guideline that I used quite a bit back in the day. If a new movie comes out, people are going to think, oh, I haven't seen that, let's look it up. Or, I want to see people's opinion on that movie I saw. And so they'll type it in. So if you review movies, try to review the newest movies as soon as they come out. Don't wait a week and then see. Sometimes you can't help it. If you think, well, I wasn't even planning on reviewing it, but I saw it and I wanted to talk about it. Then, oh well, you got to do what you got to do. But if you're planning ahead that, oh, I really want to see this movie, then you got to make sure that you're ready, and that as soon as you watch it, you review it as soon as possible, and get it out there as soon as possible. Because if you don't get the views right off the bat, it's hard for it to climb the ladder. For example, nobody's going to go back and look at my Captain America review, at least very few people. But if they, when the movie first came out, I put it up there right away, and a fair bit amount of people saw it. Now, that's not to say that you need to review everything new, just what people will look up. If you feel like you have an old nostalgic movie or TV show, anything, people are going to look up reviews from that. Go ahead, review that. Heck, this one isn't, I'm not taking it as seriously. It's just because people can review whatever the heck they want. I'm just saying, I think that probably has helped me move up the ladder a little bit. In fact, some other thing that might help is try to review stuff that other people haven't reviewed. For example, one of my most popular videos is the Jurassic Park trilogy review that I did. And I'm sure there's more reviews on it now, but when I originally put it up there, I looked up Jurassic Park trilogy, and there was no reviews on the Jurassic Park trilogy. Just one review on the DVD box set, and none. And so whenever anyone types Jurassic Park trilogy review, my video is one of the first ones that comes up. And if you can get your video in that kind of placement, that's good. Because all it needs is one video for someone to think, oh, I like this guy, I want to subscribe, or girl. So try to review things that you think people are going to look up. Anyway, number 9, do not be afraid of criticism. Criticism can help you. Yeah, don't let the critics be afraid of criticism. Critics, see, I've had a couple of things that I've been criticized on. For example, back in the day, I'm going to use it a lot, I guess. Back in the day, there was a time where I decided to, instead of wearing I don't know what I was wearing, just a normal little sweater, I decided I'm going to go wear a suit. And put a suit on, and I'll be all cool. And of course I was trying to rip off the nostalgia critic. And people just said, dude, the suit's not you. The suit doesn't match. It doesn't work with you. I'm like, oh, okay. And so I got rid of it, because they were right. It didn't suit me. And in my original Laser Dude 99 theme song, people started complaining it was too long. So I had to shorten it down, because they were right. It was the original song was 2 minutes before someone got to a review. People's not going to wait that long. And in fact, you could almost argue that my theme song now is it's still too long. It is almost, I think it's like, I don't know, a minute. But my point is, if someone comments on your video and gives you advice on stuff that might be able to help your video, or to help your reviewing, or just to help out, like it was a viewer who said in my comments, sit down with your camera. Okay, it just doesn't work walking around with it. It was a commenter who said that, and I'm like, oh, okay. And it wasn't until later where I realized, yeah, they were right. Now that being said, it's not like you should take all criticism and just do exactly like that, because sometimes other people can be wrong. What you got to do is you got to take their criticism and look at what they're critiquing and say, can I improve on that? Can that be handled better? I'm not too sure about this. Oh, will this work? I don't know. Anyways, just if someone criticizes something, take it, look at it, see if it improves anything of you, and if not, then don't worry about it. And this is just kind of the last one. Don't worry about the trolls. Okay, because people are going to say stuff to you. They're going to be like, F you. They're going to be like, your video sucks. I've been told more than once, are you high? I've been insulted. I've been said I was stupid. I've been told everything. And you know what? Don't worry about it. If they really don't like your videos, they don't have to watch. There's no rule that says, oh, you have to watch. So don't worry about them. Now, if someone says criticisms about you and says, okay, well, this was kind of stupid what you did here, that's fine. Like, I remember looking back at my Hunchback of Notre Dame review. I remember I was just looking up stuff on the internet, and I saw someone who reviewed my review of that. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I looked at it, and a lot of what he said was true. I didn't do my full research. My sound quality was off. Some of my jokes, they just didn't work as well. He had a very good in-depth review of it, and he said the good things and the bad. And so I looked at it, I'm like, well, this was sometime after I did that review, so I'm just like, well, I'm glad I don't do that anymore, and I should work on that more. And just, making sure that you know your stuff. So, as I say earlier, my last point, it's okay if it's criticism, but if someone just says, F you, or you're dumb, or this is the stupidest video I've ever seen, forget them. Delete the comment if you will. Usually I like to leave it there so people can put like negative points on it, just dislike, whatever. So just don't worry about the trolls, because you're going to get them. Everyone has them. There are some people on YouTube that just specialize in putting insulting comments on people's videos. I am not kidding. I've had it happen to me where people just go they just go to someone's channel and comment on many videos as possible, negative comments. Whatever you do, if you have someone like that, don't respond. Leave them alone, delete their comment, move on. Don't say a word to them, because then they're like, oh good, I'm getting in this guy's head, I'm going to comment more. Forget it. Just don't worry. Not to say you can't defend yourself, but if you get someone that's just going to your channel just to put insults on you, don't worry about it. Forget the troll, okay? The troll's under the bridge, cross the bridge, leave them behind, wave. Because in the end, those guys aren't going anywhere on YouTube. But if you have good videos where you know your stuff, you got a good location, you know what you're going to do, you have a good grasp on it, you're not putting your eggs in one basket, you have a variety of things, you have a fun, entertaining channel, and you listen to your subscribers and you comment to your subscribers, people are going to come, and the subscribers will come eventually. You just need to wait. That's my last point. Be patient. Don't think of every subscriber as, oh, good, finally I got another one. Every subscriber you get is a win. There is no subscriber that you don't want. Even if the troll subscribe, that's still another subscriber. you want to make sure that no matter what you do, you just give it your all. Try to make it as fun, entertaining, and informative as possible. And just give your good, honest opinion. So, there's some reviewing points from a seasoned old veteran. Take it as you will, take what applies to you, take what you think will improve your channel, or if you're just starting, then just do it with it as you will. Ignore it, take it, I don't care. It's up to you. So, remember guys, I'm LazyDig99, and if I don't like it, it's not worth it. Just a thing, that catchphrase, I'm not sure if everyone gets this, but it's supposed to be just kind of a play on catchphrases. Because whenever people have a catchphrase, that's basically what they're saying. If I don't like it, it's not worth it. So I'm just basically saying what it is. It's not to be taken too seriously. Alright, so see you around. Be sure to check out more of my other videos on my channel. And wait for more coming soon.